do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Locke. Flush to his right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
36-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield on play action. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, You absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mayfield on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a run with McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Broncos nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
18 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Play action. Now it's Locke. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Is good.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Check 26, check 26. Point it right.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only one on that play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Cleveland Browns.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Again, McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Wilson on for the point after.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14, Broncos 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Block working out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's a gain of 32.
A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, he almost had it for the pick.
Intended for
a great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
initiating from the gun. Lock. The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up fourth.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 30.
Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for Dave.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Locke. This is the tight end Fant. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down, Denver.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Locke off of play action. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
James on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Locke. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
To number 17.
Deshaun Hamilton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Broncos 17. Browns 14.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by...
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
53 yards.
A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete here.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go play action. Mayfield. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Throws like that, especially where we sit in the 4th quarter, he's got to be careful.
Yeah, and you know one of my faults is that I often view this game through a defensive back's eyes. And in this situation, your team's losing, it's late, tighter coverage, take a chance and go and try and step in front of one of those and make a big play. So if you're the quarterback, that should be in your head. This is their time to take a gamble.
On the coverage.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Mack Wilson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Room past the 20. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off play action, blocked, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Denzel Ward. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
The extra point.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Browns 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Mayfield on 1st down. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now left side on the swing pass. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 9-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield on play action.
Flushed out right. Now a desperation. He's got a man. Complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final try for Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
Tonight's final
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Cleveland, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.